discuss the process of solving the equation by Cardan's method. So let's take x is equal to u plus b. Then we'll cube it both sides. Then we'll get the equation. So now we have to compare this equation with the given equation, which will give us u is equal to 9 and u cube plus v cube is equal to 54. So if we replace the u with v, then we can write 9 by v is equal to u from this equation. So if we solve this, then it comes y is equal to 27, and therefore v cube is equal to 27. Therefore v will have three values. V is equal to 3, 3 by 2, 1 minus 1 root over 3i. For now, for u is equal to 9 by v, we can write. So if b is equal to 3, then u will be 3. If b is equal to 3 by 2, 1 minus 1 plus root over 3i, then u is equal to 6 minus 1 root over 3i. If v is equal to 3 by 2 minus 1 root over 3i, then u will be 6 minus 1 root over 3i. Therefore, now the values of x, u plus b, if both u and b are 3, and then it will be 6, and u plus b is equal to, if this quantity and this quantity, then it will come as minus 15 by 2, 1 minus root over 3a. And if we take this and this quantity, then it will come as minus 15 by 2, 1 plus root over 3a. Therefore the values of x will be x is equal to 3 and minus root over 15 by 2, 1 plus minus root over 3a. Discuss the process to solve this question. 1 by x plus 1, 1 by x plus a2 dot 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 1 by x plus ax is equal to 1 by x plus b, where a1, a2 and ax and b are the real number, where b is greater than ai. So now we'll multiply x plus b in the numerator, putting negative signs in both the sides and adding 1 in both sides. So we'll get this equation, and the n is here, therefore number of ones which are added, so that's why there is n. So it will come in this format. Then let us assume a plus ic is a root, then a minus ic will also be a root 2. So we'll put the values of a plus ic in place of x, so it will result in this format and this format. So we can subtract 2 minus 1. So this will be the subtraction format, and it will look ultimately like this. So hence the bracket part is negative, therefore the imaginary part of the roots is 0, hence all the roots are real. So let's find the root of the equation by Euclidean method. So we will take x is equal to root over p plus root over q plus root over r. So we'll square it. Then the x square is equal to p plus q plus r. Then we'll just break it in the identity of a plus b plus c whole cube. So it will ultimately result in this. So now we'll compare this equation with the above equation. Then we'll get p plus q plus r is equal to 4. Then pq plus qr plus rp is equal to 13 by 4, and pqr is equal to 1 by 4. So let pqr be the roots of the cubic equation. Then we'll assume an equation where we'll put the values by using the coefficient and roots relationship. So then we'll solve the equation. Then we'll get the value of y, which is ultimately p, q and r. Discuss the steps to find echelon form, reduced echelon form, basic column and rank of a matrix A. So we'll start by taking the pivot element, which will be 1. Then we'll do the operations to make all the elements below 1 to be 0, which will change some of the elements in other columns and rows. So now we'll swap the rows of row 2 and row 4. Then we'll get the another pivot element, which will be 2, which will go from here to here, which will result in 2 here. So then we'll take the other pivot element, which will be 3. Therefore this is the equivalent form, and the number of pivot element will be 3, number of non-zero rows will be 3, number of basic columns will be 3, which are this, and rank of the matrix A will be 3, and non-basic columns will be 2. The rest remaining 2 will be the non-basic columns. So for the equivalent form, we'll make all the pivots element 1. So by doing these operations, we will make all the pivot element 1, which is the reduced equivalent form. Rank of the matrix will be A, basic columns will be 3, which are 1 2 3 1 2 4 6 4 1 2 6 3. So let's discuss the steps to find the roots of reciprocal equation. So the given equation is x cube plus 4x square plus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0. So the degree of the equation is 3, which is odd, and it's first type of equation, so it's not in a standard form. So like we'll arrange the equation in this way, then we'll expand this by using x to the power n minus 1 formula, which will generate this, and then we'll take common in these two terms, which will give 4x, and x plus 1 is equal to 0. So then x plus 1 will be taken common, and this term will be left out, so both will become 0, like x plus 1 is equal to 0, and either this will become 0 or this will become 0. So therefore x plus 1 is equal to 0, or x square plus 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. So the roots are 1 from this equation, and from this equation the roots will be this minus 3 plus minus root 5 by 2. We have to find the root of the cubic equation x cube plus px square plus qx plus r is equal to 0, where the roots are given alpha, beta, gamma, and we have to find all these questions. So let's start the process. We have to take the equation x cube plus px plus qx plus r is equal to 0. Now we have to apply the equation and the coefficient relation, so we can get alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus a1 by a naught. Then alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to a2 by a naught, which ultimately gives q. Then alpha beta gamma a3 by a naught, which ultimately gives minus r. Then we just have to solve the questions which are given. We can use the basic identities to solve this. Next question is alpha square beta. So for that we have to first expand the equation, then we'll rearrange it, then we'll substitute the values according to the need, then we'll take common, then we'll make it shorter, then we'll put the values, then we'll finally get the answer. Same goes with this. We'll first expand it, then we'll use the identities here, then we'll rearrange it, and then we'll just substitute the values of alpha, betas, gamma respectively and according to the needs. Then we can use the identities again to get the answer. Question number 4, it's given alpha square beta square. So we'll have to expand this at first, then we'll rearrange it, then we'll substitute the values, then we'll get the answer. This one is we have to expand it first, then we put the values and we'll get the answer. Then we have to expand it first, then we'll put the values and we'll get the answer. Same for this, we have to expand this, we'll put the values and we'll get the answer. So in the equation we are going to discuss the steps to find the x1, x2 and x3 in the equation, which is given x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to 0, 2x1 plus 3x2 plus 4x3 is equal to 0, 3x1 plus 5x2 plus 9x3 is equal to 0. So now we'll write the coefficients of x1, x2, x3 in a matrix form, then we will make it in the equivalent form, which will result in this. So now we'll take the ax is equal to 0. Therefore we'll compare this x1, x2, x3, which will automatically give 0. Then if we take this, then x1 is 0 and x2 is 1 and x3 is 2. So this is also 0 and here only x3 is present, so x3 to x3 is equal to 0. So now therefore x1 will be 0, x2 will be 0 and x3 will be 0. So in this question we have to show that A plus A transpose is a symmetric matrix and A minus A transpose is a skew symmetric matrix, and we have to express the matrix A in the sum of symmetric and skew symmetric matrix. So if we take A plus A transpose is a symmetric matrix, then A plus A transpose is equal to A plus A transpose whole transpose. Then by transpose property it will be A transpose and it will be A. So A plus A transpose is equal to A plus A transpose. Therefore it's a symmetric matrix. For skew symmetric, A minus A transpose is equal to A minus A transpose whole transpose. So by applying property we can get that minus A plus A transpose, which ultimately result in this. So which is the condition for skew symmetric matrix. And if you have to write A in the form of symmetric and skew symmetric matrix, then we can write A is equal to half of symmetric part and half of skew symmetric part. So here in this question we are going to find a new equation by the root of the equation, and the condition of the root is that it is 2 times of the given equation. So it is the given equation and I'll let alpha be the root of the equation, then y is equal to 2 alpha and alpha is equal to y by 2. Then if alpha is the root of the equation, then you can write you can put the values of alpha in place of x. Then we'll just put the value of alpha in terms of y, then it will come in this way, and the final answer will be y square plus 10y plus 24 is equal to 0, which is the required equation.